Hey, what's happening, gamers? K-Wing here, and welcome to my video guide / walkthrough of Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. I'll be posting as many episodes as possible this week. Well, enough chatting from me, on with the walkthrough. Welcome back to episode 3 of Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns. Quest accepted. We have to help our pal here find his buddy Holmes.
Around where they're not supposed to be. I'll talk to him.
Last time, if you remember, we found the other guy mumbling to himself in the corner about, I know who did it! Well, that is our guilty party. Or rather, the guy who's just too lazy to show up for work. So we're gonna go and bring him over to his boss.
I should talk to one of those inquisitors and tell them what I saw, but...
Yeah.
You work at the station, don't you? Your fellow attendant's worried about you.
Oh no, is it time for my shift already? I completely lost track of time.
You're fired.
Look, can I trust you? I saw who did it. You know, the people who threw the dummy off the clock tower? I got scared, so I've been laying low. I can't go to the station. That's where they'll look for me.
You were there? What did you see exactly? You have to tell me.
I don't have to do anything. But if you can protect me from those people and get me to the station, I'll tell you all about it. Get me to the station, and then I'll talk.
Or I could turn you to shish kebab with my sword. Your choice. I suppose I'll walk you. Come on. Okay. Nice and easy.
Good heavens. This has become quite the predicament. Those messages say that the Shadow Hunter will kill the Savior. Sounds pretty, I don't know, prophetic, right? If you believe what you hear around town, it seems that the children of Etro have an oracle drive. That's a rare thing. They say oracle drives are mysterious devices that can let you see the very future. The heretic's prophecy. I can't even imagine what it must show. But apparently it's enough to drive them to murder.
Murder by death.
That's vital information. Good work, Light. At this rate, you'll solve the murder in no time.
Vital information for your everyday life. Starring Lightning. If you run, this guy gets spooked and run off, so you need to walk.
The Order operates the regional transportation system.
Now
It's
we're
the
gonna
city's
run.
lifeblood.
Run!
The trains stopping at this station carry people and bring goods from Yuna.
Yeah.
It might be worth checking out this area. Do you see any suspicious employees or passengers?
Everywhere. Everyone is a suspect. You're a suspect, and you're a suspect. And that guy over there, suspect.
Holmes, you're safe. I was so worried about you, I could barely concentrate on my duties.
Sorry, boss.
What duties is
I saw
that?
what
Just
happened
standing
before I
around?
found the girl. I guess I just panicked. I don't know why I got so scared. I'm sorry I let you down. It won't happen again.
Never mind, I'm just glad to see you're safe. Guess I never told you. Well, years ago, one of my colleagues was killed by a monster. I was afraid the same thing had happened to you.
That should be in the
I
job
panicked
description.
and asked this lady for help.
I can't believe no one told me that when I took this job. But anyway, sorry for the trouble, boss. From now on, I swear to you, I'm never going to be late. I mean, what if your heart gave out or something with worry? Can't have that on my conscience.
Selfish.
A true friend that cares. Maybe that's enough to save a soul.
Ah, yes. Lightning is going to become Scorpion here in about a minute. Your soul is mine!
Well, a deal's a deal. You got me here safe and sound, and so I'm going to tell you exactly what I saw. It was the children of Etro. They tossed the dummy off the tower. I really wanted to tell the Inquisitors what I saw. Honestly, I did. But I was afraid those heretics might find out and make me their next victim.
The Inquisitor will
David
definitely
Tennant.
be very interested in this information. Want to talk to a few more people?
I don't want to talk to any more people. Where's the stupid Inquisitor? I have vital information for your everyday life. Come here.
Patch me through. Yes. What can I do for you this time?
Hopefully end the quest.
That is very interesting indeed. We've been piecing together all our evidence, and your information supports our theory.
Booyah.
The only question is, how long I can maintain the blockade.
You should gather information and relay it to the Inquisitors. Once they have a good lead, they might...
In recent days, the Etro fanatics, those unspeakable heretics who reject the Order, have been gathering brazenly on street corners. They're a sinister bunch, clad in stark white cloaks. I just overheard one of them say something very interesting. It went something like, if we kill the Savior, the prophecy will come true.
We'll find the Apple of Eden.
All the victims to date have been women. Could there be a connection? Are they trying to hunt the Savior? I wonder if I should tell the Inquisitor this information. It might be important.
Either that or they don't like girls with pink hair.
So the culprits are the children of Etro? But what's their objective? What could they be after?
Let's find out.
My guess to kill the Savior.
If you know anything about the case, I'd be glad to hear it.
The goddess's disciples are beginning to gather. If you lift the blockades around this area, there's a good chance they'll start to move out.
You're suggesting I let them go? It's not a bad idea. Yes, I'll give the order and we'll see where the heretics lead us. We've managed to find some eyewitnesses, and we think we know who it was that strung the dummy from the tower.
Let me guess. The children of Etro, right?
Ah, you have your own sources, I see. In recent weeks, the heretics have become more visible on the streets of our holy city. The poor, benighted fools don't believe in God's salvation. Clearly, their despair has led them to carry out these wanton acts. If only they would open their eyes, embrace God, and they could bathe in the pure light of His almighty grace. Can't they see that their souls would be liberated in the new world? The irony of it all is that their fanatical rejection of the Savior has only made my own faith that much stronger. Although perhaps that is the work of the Savior herself.
If you think your faith will save you, then go ahead. Believe all you want.
The game glitched up. Ah! And I am slowly building up my stats. 3 souls saved in one day. Score. Alright, so now the shops are open. With the limited money we have, we can buy a new garb if we want. And we have chronostasis available now. Yeah. So we'll use chronostasis right now. There we go.
The Savior can use God's own holy power. With it, you can even manipulate the flow of time.
How can anyone control time?
With a special ability called chronostasis, it has limits, but you can slow time. It's just one of the miracles brought about by God's great might. But be warned, you cannot use it again and again. Only use it when it will count the most.
So it's not as cool as APAC. Chrono and Marl's ship. Hey look, it's the Chocobo chick!
I sense you want to talk about something. Ask away. Is it about this message board or something more important, like my beauty regimen?
I want to talk to you. I think that you have it backwards.
Oh, don't be such a silly Sahagin. Everyone wants to talk to me, especially since I've been put in charge of this.
The message board?
It's not just an ordinary message board. It's called the Canvas of Prayers, and it's magical. An ancient spell has been cast on it, and now it can show people's hopes and dreams. For example, you know how people wish on stars, or by throwing coins into a fountain? I know you've done it too, even though you'd never admit it. This board collects prayers from all over the world, from all sorts of people, and makes them appear as words.
You mean anyone can come here and read them?
Just you. It's written in a mythical language. To anyone other than yourself, it looks like a jumble of nonsense.
Anybody else wondering if those are her actual hands, or if she's just wearing like some really
Now, don't
freaky
just
opera
take my
gloves
word
with
for it.
feathers?
Why don't you take a look? See if you can't read everyone's humble little wishes.
Sure, why not? This is the side quest portion of the game. And basically by fighting monsters and things like that, you acquire certain things that the monsters have. And by completing the quest is how you actually increase your stats. So, I mean, the only point of grinding is to fight a certain monster so you can fulfill that person's request. Like, this toy maker guy wants us to kill, I believe it's the goblins that have the tethered leather. Oh, what's this? Liquid glass. I think those are the, like, blob creatures in the wilderness. Can't remember, though. I still fight a lot of enemies just for the heck of it because I enjoy that kind of thing. I have to know, are those really freaky mittens? Or are those just your wings? So, that really piqued my ADD.
Today, the City of Light has been the scene of much tragedy.
905 deaths.
A great number of our residents have lost their lives. Let us offer prayers once again to great Beneverza, so that he might be merciful to the forsaken souls, they who have lost all hope of seeing the new world.
Sadness. Now, did you see how they had a counter of how many people died that day? Basically, what that is, the more monsters you fight and slay, the less people will supposedly die that day. As far as I know, when you kill monsters, it doesn't, like, go back. Like, so you can kill as many monsters as you want, like, during your time playing the main game. And even the side quests, and the number will always go down. The lowest I've ever been able to get the number to go down is 400. And that was before the last day. Which I can't probably talk about until, several videos from now. Gotta go with shades. This is actually a pretty cool outfit in the beginning. I kind of like it. I don't know, maybe because it's kind of like purple and white. Just speaks to me, I don't know. But we're going to replace the Savior attire with this. Which is basically called Equilibrium. Yeah. And just replace our abilities with... Do I have anything else? Ah, there we go. So we have the fighter's emblem. And I can give her shades or a little heart, but I don't want to. Meh. Business eyeglasses, yes. She looks so sophisticated. No, no. I don't have another sword. Yeah, so you actually can't make more customizable characters to choose from until you have swords and shields. It doesn't matter, you don't have to have magic or anything like that, but you need to have at least a sword and shield. Like right here, or you can't make a customizable thing. Wow, I just wasted a chronostasis. Oh well, I had to do it anyway, but meh.
I'm surprised you've heard of me. What do you want?
Well, let's see, you're a merchant, so that would be monster notes, I believe. Yeah. What can you sell me? Oh, it's another tutorial. Adventuring Essentials. Let's see. I think this is for a big creature. I can't remember. But I'm not doing anything on the gremlin. There's no point to that. Okay. Thank you, creepy man. Alright, now we're to... I believe I need to leave this area before the Assassin's Creed wannabes come here. Nope, I'm not talking to a Miiverse person. You're going to come across a lot of non-playable characters that have blue text above their name. Those are characters that you can interact with on the PlayStation Network or Xbox Live or whatever, and they'll give you items. But essentially, they don't give you items. You have to pay for items. Unless my subscribers want to drop and give me stuff, but I'm much further in the game than you on my other save file, so... I'm probably going to start New Game Plus just for fun. I haven't decided. I collected about 35 costumes my first time through the game.
Welcome. Are you looking for rare items from the Wildlands? I've got a mighty fine selection.
This guy will be important later, but just pay the 600 if you have it.
see you're a woman who knows exactly what she wants. It's a mighty fine product, that one. This is used for only the finest medicines. I was afraid I'd never be able to sell this baby. Thank goodness you came along to change that. It's a little rich for most folks. To thank you for your patronage, I'll let you in on a little secret. I run a legit business, as you can see for yourself. But I do have some, shall we say, friends in the Warren.
I'm listening.
I see I've caught your interest. I sensed that you were looking for something. Just don't delve too far into that area. You don't know what kind of people you'll run into. But if you do decide that you want to go in and out as you please, I can be of some assistance.
The Warren is basically like the really poor sector of this town.
Step right up.
Alright, so we can buy weapons, forge weapons, all kinds of stuff. So let's see what he has available. I don't even have enough for the Liberator yet. No. So we'll have to come back later. Because I bought a garb and I did some other stuff, I don't have enough for the sword. If you can, I would buy the Liberator right away, because it's really strong for, you know, this world opening up. And this is kind of like the upgrading thing, where you can upgrade your abilities and things like that. Although, honestly, I really didn't use it that much in this one. Because as far as I know, abilities don't go from level 1 to level 2 in this. What they do is the more you synthesize, or whatever, synthesis, whatever this is, you get like little arrows next to them pointing up. And things like that. And once the arrows are completely full, you can't go and just upgrade it. It says you can't upgrade this anymore because it has all the arrows. See how it has the arrows next to it and not levels? So that was kind of annoying to me, but I wanted to keep that out of my review. But which, you know, it doesn't really hurt the game at all. I mean, as long as you get good at the game's combat, you'll be fine. But the whole point of this game is just doing the side quests anyway. What'd I get? Oh, I got an item.
It looks like one of those old-fashioned pens. It also looks like someone deliberately buried it here.
I think that's a Warren quest. I don't really remember. And right now, you actually have to wait until midnight to go inside the Warren. That's another merchant. Alright. See, there we go. 25% less HP. Booyah. Now, gremlins, when there's a lot of them, they actually drop fire and, I believe, blizzard magic. You'll need fire magic when you fight snow. And they also drop the tethered leather, like I said before, which is important for that side quest that we need. Oh, I completely forgot to add abilities for Light. Whoops. When I mean Light, I'm talking about her Final Fantasy XIII garb.
Does anyone know a good duck?
Sorry, I'm out of wares. Today I'm here as a customer, just like you.
Oh, well, I see. That's a Warren guy, by the way. Monsters. What do we got? There we go, Spark Strike. Notice how it has a level 2 already on it? All you can do is if you go to synthesize that later, you'll just be able to bring up the arrow status. You can't make it level 3, level 4, level 5. You have to come across that. But let's give her the Spark Strike. There we go. So now technically she has magic. And there are different swords that'll have different abilities. Fire, ice, wind, things like that. But since lightning is the main character and there are a lot of enemies, like at the start of the game, probably like the first 6-7 hours that are vulnerable to lightning, it's very good to have like lots of lightning ability things from swords and magic and things like that. And you can see the gate to the Warren is shut. And right behind the gate is the Thundera Or is it Thundera or Thundiga? I don't remember the Final Fantasy term for big lightning. But there's a big lightning spell behind that door. But we can't get to it right now. Yes, gate is temporarily closed. But later it'll have a time thing on there. Alright, so our Assassin's Creed wannabes should be back in the main area. So we'll just make our way back there. And when you see people with question marks on their head, usually as time progresses and days skip by, you'll be able to talk to those people. But usually you have to complete all the various quests for certain days before you can talk to other characters. Or when quests fail, those characters will open up.
Enemy down, all clear.
There we go. See, I just got air magic. Which I really don't need till later. But temporary route. And she is a probably character that will have a Facebook thing on her later. Alright. So there's an item over here. Ah! Jump ability. Fail. Platforming is still pretty rough. Not much has changed for that, so I mean, I hate it, but I don't think that it destroys the game. It wastes time when you have to go and revisit a location because you fell down. And that's another accessory. Accessories help build stats as well, just like garbs and other things. So, I mean, typical RPG stuff. Let's see, who do I want to give this to? Give it to Light. There we go. All set. The first day. I want to slide down the pole. Ah, missed.
Monsters are scary.
You're scary. Ah. I don't want to play normal. Normal penalizes you for running away from battles, and you get a little bit more stats points for saving souls and fighting bosses. That's about it.
If you want to help out with the case,
But there's really no point. You should play normal your first time through the game. There's just way too many things and places you need to learn and stuff like that. So playing it on normal is just gonna give you a headache.
Around here, what with the children of Etro and the Shadow Hunter? What are they after? Luxarian is the divine city of light, not darkness.
Maybe they mistook it for Gotham? Just a thought. Alright, so where am I going to? Oh, it's locked.
Light, you're approaching an area where dangerous monsters are known to lurk. I'm glad you want to hone your skills, but don't forget the task at hand.
This is basically kind of like a tutorial level as well, because they lock off certain parts of the town. These are parts that aren't locked during the actual days of the town. Like, it doesn't count as one of the doors that's only open at midnight. They literally lock off parts of the town because they just want you to focus on certain areas during the tutorial.
You're down. Let's do it.
Dead. Okay. Even though it says the difficulty 2, you can't change it. You would have to start the game all over again to play normal. So there's no way to swap difficulties without doing that, so it doesn't really matter how you play. Easy's not as easy as people think. It just doesn't penalize you. That's it.
The heretics are on the move. You need to follow them.
There is actually a quest that requires you to defeat those characters, so it's not really a waste right now. But nothing's happening because of that. Okay, the music's playing. That means... Yep, there they are. Look at that. It's Ezio and his friends.
They see you. Make sure you stay hidden in the shadows.
Maybe I want to fight them. It's the only way I can earn their fancy sword. Come here. Sometimes the game doesn't register that you're hitting them either, so you won't. It'll count as like a 4 attack and things like that. And I believe these guys' weakness is fire, but I don't have fire. That's alright. I'll win.
Keep up if you can.
This battle might take a little bit longer though, since I don't have their weakness. Did he just hit me with deodorant? What are you trying to say, pal? How do you like me now? Stagger already! Oh, with Light Guard I might. Sometimes when you guard too, you can actually stagger the opponent. And there's also a counterattack thing you can do too, but it takes up a lot of ATB. See? I just staggered him with my shield. Fanatic, you will fall. They all will fall.
Go and wait for a new dawn.
You killed them. They can't go anywhere, Light. So, I actually acquired a spell. If you want, you can fight all these guys, but there's no way that you could get them to drop the sword. Sometimes it's just randomly. Like, I didn't get the sword until I was in the Warren, or the Graveyard is when I finally got it.
Let's do it.
My first time through the game. Right now I'm trying to get magic, because sometimes you can get fire off them too. And the sooner you get fire, the better.
Keep up if you can.
I'm saving my overclock, because I'm not going to waste it on these clowns. They're nothing.
I've had worse.
Not really. You don't say you've had worse and then use a potion. That just makes yourself look dumb. Just saying. He's using D protect on me. The time is now 2 in the morning. Cool. Spark Strike for the win. Ow. I'm sorry, I don't have anything witty to say. I've already fought these guys. No useful information to pass down. And I don't feel like yammering. Plus the music's cool. I need a better sword though. Oh, I did forget to mention, when you're switching characters, and even though you don't have an attack ability with, say, the Mist Wizard, she can still attack if you called her in when chaining.
Don't get
So.
too close, Light. Make sure you follow them from a distance where they're bound to spot you.
Yeah, they didn't drop any swords. Quit following me, stalkers. Oh. I messed up. Now what happens if you kill these guys, then you have to go to the graveyard by yourself. And you don't get a cutscene. You just go right to the phone booth. So I'm gonna try to hide so I can fix this. But they're on high alert.
They see you. Make sure you stay hidden in the shadows.
I'm trying to hide behind this guy, but the camera got all freaky. Alright, there we go. Things are settling down a little bit. Wasting time, wasting time. That looks like Tifa eating a pizza. Man, you guys walk really slow. Stupid fanatics.
The evil savior will die at the hands of the Shadow Hunter? I sure don't like the sound of that.
Mm-hmm.
When they say savior, do you think...
It's me, alright. It has to be. But who's the Shadow Hunter?
I don't know. Right now, no one else does either. The information's incomplete at best. But the Order thinks he could be the leader of the heretics.
Guys walk so
if
slow.
the Shadow Hunter leads the cult, does that mean he's also behind the murders?
Aw, come on.
Where did I put my ticket?
I'm trying to do a corner
The heretics
takedown.
are on the move. You need to follow them discreetly and figure out where they're headed.
They don't seem to care that the lady in the green dress is following them. Yet if I follow them, it's like, she looks more suspicious. The person with the bright colors, nope, not so much. I wonder if they would run away if somebody with like a neon jumpsuit would come after them. She looks so determined. Excuse me, wall. I'm just gonna hide here. Haunted Row. Oh, I almost messed up right there.
Show that you are one of us. In the forest of darkness, chaos holds sway. To the goddess of death, these numbers I say.
Lightning's glasses look really sway.
7891. The rites are beginning. Make haste.
The phone booth puzzle's really annoying, and even though they said the numbers, you can't put them in unless you find
See
the
that?
stuff on the
I
wall.
think I just found my invitation to the party.
Yeah.
This is an all-day quest, too, so keep that in mind if you're staying here.
If you have the numbers.
Right. Simple. So any bright ideas about how to do that?
We'll have to find out next
Doling out
episode.
advice.
Thanks so much for joining episode 3 of Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow with the next installment.